In the silence of space, there is a warning hidden between the stars. Scientists searching for a new Earth have discovered something terrifying. They call it Earth 3.0, a possible future version of our planet where life can no longer survive. A world with poison skies, oceans that swallow cities, and temperatures so extreme that human survival becomes nearly impossible. This is not a scene from science fiction. It is a glimpse into what could happen if humanity continues ignoring the balance of nature. According to researchers and space agencies studying distant planets, many worlds once looked stable and beautiful, but over time they transformed into burning wastelands or frozen deserts. The frightening part is this: Earth may also be walking toward the same fate. Rising heat waves, melting ice caps, violent storms, and deadly droughts are signs that our planet is changing faster than expected. Some experts believe humanity is approaching a dangerous tipping point where recovery may no longer be possible. Imagine waking up in a future where the air outside burns your lungs. Crops fail across continents. Drinking water becomes more valuable than gold. Entire nations fight for survival while millions search for safe places to live. The oceans rise higher every year, swallowing homes, roads, and memories. Forests vanish, animals disappear, and the sky itself becomes a symbol of warning instead of hope. But the greatest danger is not fire, storms, or heat. The greatest danger is human ignorance. Civilization has become addicted to endless consumption while forgetting the fragile system keeping us alive. Nature can survive without humanity. Humanity cannot survive without nature. The universe is filled with dead worlds, silent planets that may once have carried life. Perhaps they also believed disaster would never come. Perhaps they ignored the warnings until it was too late. Earth 3.0 is not just a scientific theory. It is a mirror showing humanity what the future could become if wisdom does not replace greed. Yet there is still time. Every generation is given a choice: to destroy the world slowly through carelessness, or to protect it through awareness, sacrifice, and unity. The future of Earth will not be decided by space agencies alone. It will be decided by ordinary people and the actions they take every single day. One path leads to a living planet filled with hope. The other leads to silence beneath a dying sky. Humanity must decide now which future it deserves. Earth's future is in danger. Scientists fear Earth could become a death trap due to extreme climate change, rising temperatures, and environmental collapse. Humanity has always believed Earth was eternal, unshakable, and impossible to destroy. For thousands of years, people looked at the mountains, oceans, and skies and assumed this planet would always protect them. But now, scientists studying climate patterns in distant worlds are delivering a chilling warning. Earth may slowly be transforming into a place where human survival becomes harder with every passing decade. Some researchers describe this terrifying possibility as Earth 3.0, a future version of our world where extreme heat, poisoned air, collapsing ecosystems, and violent disasters dominate everyday life. The frightening part is that the signs are already appearing. Summers are becoming hotter than ever recorded. Wildfires burn entire forests in days. Massive storms destroy cities with terrifying power. Ice sheets that survived for thousands of years are melting faster than expected, causing oceans to rise and threaten millions of homes. In some places, water is disappearing. In others, floods consume everything. These are not isolated events anymore. They are warnings that the balance of Earth is changing. Scientists searching for life beyond our planet often study worlds that may once have been habitable. Many of those planets became lifeless because their environments lost stability. Earth is precious because it carries the perfect conditions for life, yet humanity continues damaging those conditions through pollution, deforestation, and endless consumption. The danger is not only what nature can do. The real danger is how humans ignore the consequences of their own actions. If the planet continues on this path, future generations may inherit a world filled with suffering instead of opportunity. Food shortages, deadly temperatures, and environmental collapse could reshape civilization itself. Earth was once seen as humanity's safest home, but without wisdom and change, it could become the very trap that threatens human existence. Nature is sending warning signs. Melting ice caps, deadly storms, droughts, and rising sea levels are signs that the planet's balance is breaking. The planet is speaking through storms, fires, floods, and unbearable heat, Yet much of humanity continues to ignore the message. Across the world, nature is showing signs that something is deeply wrong. Seasons are becoming unpredictable. Rivers dry up in places that once overflowed with water, while other regions are destroyed by endless rain and flooding. The balance that supported life for thousands of years is beginning to break apart, and scientists warn that these events are not random accidents. They are signals of a planet under pressure. Every year, temperatures rise higher than expected. Heat waves now kill thousands of people and leave entire regions struggling to survive. Forest fires spread with terrifying speed, turning green landscapes into smoke and ash. Oceans are warming, storms are becoming stronger, and glaciers that once stood like frozen giants are disappearing before human eyes. Even animals are changing their migration patterns because the environment they depended on is no longer stable. Nature is adapting to a dangerous new reality, while humanity still debates whether the threat is serious. One of the most alarming warnings comes from rising sea levels. As polar ice melts, oceans slowly swallow coastlines and cities. Millions of people may eventually lose their homes because the land beneath them will no longer remain safe. At the same time, droughts destroy crops and create food shortages in many parts of the world. Water, one of humanity's most basic needs, is becoming increasingly scarce in certain regions. These warnings are not meant to create fear alone, they are meant to awaken awareness. Nature always reacts when balance is broken. The Earth can survive powerful changes, but human civilization may not survive them so easily. Every storm, every wildfire, and every disappearing glacier is a reminder that the future is being shaped right now. Humanity must choose whether to continue ignoring the warnings or finally listen before the damage becomes impossible to reverse. Human actions are the main cause. Pollution, overconsumption, deforestation, and greed are pushing humanity closer to an irreversible disaster. Humanity often searches for enemies in distant places, but the greatest threat may come from its own actions. The modern world is built on endless consumption. Forests are cut down for expansion, oceans are polluted with waste, and the atmosphere is filled with harmful gases from industries and machines. People take from the planet faster than nature can recover, believing resources will never run out. Yet every action leaves a scar, and over time those scars are beginning to reshape the Earth itself. Cities grow larger while natural spaces disappear. Rivers that once carried clean water are contaminated. Animals lose their habitats and vanish forever. The air in many places has become dangerous to breathe, especially for children and the elderly. Despite these warnings, humanity continues chasing profit and convenience without considering the long-term consequences. The planet is treated as if it exists only to serve human desires, but nature does not remain silent forever. One of the greatest dangers is human greed. Powerful industries continue polluting the environment because stopping would cost money. Governments argue while disasters become more severe each year. Many people know the damage being done, yet they believe someone else will solve the problem. This mindset creates a cycle of inaction that pushes the world closer to environmental collapse. Technology has given humanity incredible power, but wisdom has not grown at the same speed. Humans can build massive cities, travel into space, and create advanced machines, yet they still struggle to protect the only planet capable of supporting their lives. The tragedy is not that humanity lacks intelligence. The tragedy is that intelligence is often used without responsibility. If people continue living without balance, Earth may eventually become hostile to human life. The future will not be destroyed by a single disaster, but by countless careless choices repeated every day. Humanity has the ability to save the planet, but only if it learns that survival depends not on controlling nature, but on respecting it. The universe holds a dark lesson. Many dead planets may have once supported life, reminding humanity that civilizations can disappear if warnings are ignored. When scientists look into the universe, they do not only see stars and galaxies, they also see silence. Endless worlds drift through space as frozen deserts, scorched wastelands, or lifeless rocks without oceans, forests, or living creatures. Some researchers believe that many of these planets may once have had the conditions needed for life. Perhaps they once carried water, stable climates, and skies capable of supporting civilizations. But something changed, their balance was lost, and the worlds became dead and empty. This idea creates a terrifying question for humanity. What if Earth is not special because it cannot die, but special because it is still alive? The universe may already be filled with the remains of worlds that failed to protect themselves. Humanity looks at distant planets searching for signs of life, yet it rarely considers that those silent worlds may also serve as warnings. They remind us that no planet is guaranteed to remain safe forever. Earth exists within a fragile balance. The atmosphere protects life from the deadly cold and radiation of space. Oceans regulate temperature. Forests clean the air. Every part of nature works together like a system holding civilization alive. But when humans damage that balance through pollution, destruction, and carelessness, the stability of the planet weakens. The danger is not always immediate. Sometimes collapse happens slowly, generation after generation, until the damage can no longer be repaired. The universe teaches a brutal lesson: survival is never permanent. Civilizations that ignore danger often disappear before they fully understand what is happening. Humanity may possess advanced technology, but technology alone cannot save a world that has lost environmental stability. A dead planet does not care about wealth, power, or borders. The silent worlds beyond Earth are more than distant objects in space. They are reminders of what can happen when balance is lost. Humanity still has the chance to choose a different future, but time may not wait forever. Humanity stands at a crossroads unlike any moment in history. For the first time, people possess enough knowledge to understand the dangers threatening the planet, yet they also possess the power to either save Earth or destroy its future. Every generation inherits a choice, and this generation may be the one that decides whether humanity survives on a living world or struggles on a dying one. The future is not written by fate alone. It is shaped by the actions people take every day. Many believe that solving environmental problems is only the responsibility of governments, scientists, or powerful organizations. But real change begins with ordinary individuals. Every small action matters when multiplied across millions of lives. Protecting forests, reducing waste, conserving water, and respecting nature may seem simple, but these choices create a ripple that spreads through society. Awareness is powerful because destruction often grows from ignorance and carelessness. The greatest challenge is changing the human mindset. Modern civilization teaches people to consume endlessly, to chase comfort without limits, and to value profit more than balance. Yet true survival depends on understanding that humanity is connected to the earth, not separated from it. The air people breathe, the water they drink, and the food they eat all come from the same fragile system. When that system suffers, humanity suffers with it. Hope still exists because the future has not fully arrived. New technologies, cleaner energy, and growing environmental awareness show that change is possible. Around the world, many people are already fighting to protect oceans, forests, wildlife, and future generations. Their efforts prove that humanity is not powerless. The choice before humanity is simple but terrifying. Continue down the path of destruction and risk turning Earth into a hostile world, or choose wisdom, responsibility, and unity before it is too late. One path leads toward collapse beneath a darkened sky. The other leads toward survival, renewal, and hope for generations yet to come. Humanity still has a choice. People can either continue destroying the planet or unite to protect Earth through awareness, responsibility, and change.